morning, everyone. I see two orange kitties in tall chairs. Good morning. Hey, Morris, you coming for breakfast? Good boy. Hi, that was a big stretch. Man, come on. Hi, buddy. Hi. Good boy. Good boy. Well, it's going to be a nice day, but it's going to be a hot day. It's supposed to be 96 in Raleigh, which of course it never gets quite that warm at our house in Fuquay. But it'll be close. It'll be close. So today's the day we head off on our trip. We're trying, tomorrow was going to be a really long haul. I'll explain more in the car. So we decided to leave this afternoon and make tomorrow's drive shorter into St. Louis. So Sam's going to be over around noon and we'll take off shortly after. My gardenia smells pretty today, and I got everything in the side yard watered. Well, we're getting loaded up just fine. Obviously, we can fit everything, but you'd be surprised at just exactly how full we're going to be for the trip. Don is taking his small unicycle with us. It's up here in the front, along with the air mattress for the back seat. There's the unicycle and the blanket and his shoes. And looks like we've got room for a couple more small things. Starlink's not deployed yet, but it's back here. And you know, toiletries and purses and electronics are in the back seat. Well, there's the man of the house for the next however many days. Yep, nighttime and Big Boy, I'm sure, will be, and Stripe and more. I'm sure you'll be having visitors. On and off, you'll be having visitors. So have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
We will be.
Fun too.
Thanks
for coming, Sam. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, you're making it possible for us to go on the first vacation in like forever. Since we went to Washington D.C. with you boys.
I think we were still at the old house when that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was my treat for finishing up my cancer treatment.
That's right, yeah. And
we did the aquarium, and I don't remember if that's before or after, but it was in the same general time frame. So anyway. Take care of everybody and everything and yourself. Mom loves you. I'm trying not to be sad about leaving the kitties. I'm having a little trouble.
Poor kitten. I am so sorry.
But they have one of their beloved humans with them, so.
Right.
Yeah, so where are we navigating to?
We're going to try Gateway
Arch.
And
St. Louis. Gateway Arch National Park.
Yeah, that's where we're going to go. That's where we're going to see what it suggests. Now, what it's going to do here in a second is it's going to give you like 3 different choices.
Don's done this practice one time.
Yeah, the fastest route is actually the route that I had already looked at on Google. And
through West Virginia into West Virginia.
But you can hit best amenities, but we don't really care about
amenities. Stay on I-40.
And fewest stops. That's not a bad one either. I think that's the same as the fastest. So, you know, it's just
it moved a little bit, but
yeah, I'm sorry. So fewest stops is that, and the fastest is that.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to start with this.
And we're not going to St. Louis tonight, straight through. We're going to stop somewhere. So that it's like 14, what's it saying right now? It would get us into, sorry, that was just my coffee, but it would get us there at 3:24 a.m. That sort of doesn't seem quite, it's about 14 hours.
Yeah.
And it's currently 1:30 here. And then there's a time, we're going to gain an hour.
Yes, you're going to gain an hour.
So anyway, we don't want to do a 14-hour leg. We want to go 5 or 6 hours today and then tomorrow be a reasonable leg. Right. That's the plan. That's the game plan anyway.
I agree 100%. Okay, so we're ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Let's rock and roll. I have never one time left on vacation and not had an animal and not cried over leaving them. So this is pretty normal for me. Sam's going to do a great job, and I got full confidence in Sam, but I'm just going to miss my kitties. Miss Michelle's going to come have lunch with Sam, and Sam has a friend that lives really close to our house that's going to come over a couple times and
keeping company.
Yep, and the delivery people will be saying hello frequently. I'm sure. Oh wow, we had a little tree come down out here.
Yeah, it'll be waiting for you when you get back.
But well, maybe the lady that lives there will get Blaine to come and move it for her, because if we weren't leaving on our trip, I would make Donnie go back and move it.
Why? If it was this morning and I had taken my
shower and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it is an elderly lady that lives up in that house. I don't think she can move it. But her nephew or grandson lives in town, so she has resources. She's not.
And she can get out of her driveway there.
Yeah, she just have to go to the right and swing around. Okay. So it's taking us the back way.
Right, which is because we want to go by, in fact, we ought to plug it in.
We need to go by, we're going by the convenience center, right. AKA the off-site landfill. We got the trash out of the house, so Sam didn't have to deal with that. Sam has lots of instructions, poor Sam. I think I did good. And he's just going to ask questions when he's got them. When you do it the first time, it generates things you didn't know you needed to ask, so.
Yeah, well, anyway, we're leaving right at 1:30.
Okay.
It's 1:32 now, so we probably pulled out at 1:30.
Right at 1:30. Yeah. All right. Well, we're shooting to leave at 1, hard stop 2. I think 1:30 is good. Right. It was hot out.
Leaving after 2, I would have been a little bit more antsy, but anything before 2, I think I can deal with.
Yeah. Well, I did the best I could. Sam got there at 12, right when I asked, and it was hot. It's hot out there today. Case says it's 85. It's just yeah, it's hot out there. So we had a car cross the center line and come for us. They grabbed it back pretty quick, probably looked at their phone or dropped something, but Case moved us to the right, ready to take evasive action.
Yeah, Case definitely reacted to the car crossing the yellow line. It didn't wait, but they did pull it back quickly. And
then Case moved back just as quick. Yeah. So. Alright, now that we got the landfill out of the way, that was only one other person there plus the attendant. That was kind of like a quieter little convenience site. It's a little smaller than the old stage one, and it's out in the boonies. Anyway, I just wanted to say, we had 325 miles. How did you, you got when we left, we got 318 now. Our first supercharger stop is in West Virginia in Princeton. Which is 218 miles away. So we should be able to make that no problem. And just doing a sanity check on what supercharger it's taking us to. It says our arrival percentage will be at 19%. That's because we're going to be going through some mountains, I would guess. So anyway, all right, that seems reasonable to me. A little sanity check on what the car is saying to do.
Yeah, so we're going to go through Greensboro.
Winston-Salem, Greensboro. Yes, we are exactly right. This blue thing is right over Greensboro. Yep.
Yeah. So when we went to Roanoke last fall in Robot, we went up this way, but we did come back a little bit more this way.
Sure.
In fact, did we get really close to Mr. Maple on the way back? Was that trip? What trip that we actually saw? What was it? Flat Rock? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't remember. When we one of the times we went to Mr. Maple, we went through the North Carolina mountains and we drove along the parkway a bit.
That's what it was. We purposely drove from Roanoke to Flat Rock.
Right.
To pick up because they said you needed to come pick stuff up for
yeah, we went to the open house and we got there with enough time to look around and pick up our stuff, but we did other fun stuff. We did not see Johnny that day. I think one of the times we didn't see Johnny. Another time we stopped in at Johnny's on the way back through. I don't know. Well, anyway,
we'll be able to tell this time because we're using Polar Steps to track our trip this time.
That's right. Just in case you guys are wondering, we already had an intervention.
Yeah.
When we've gone to the old stage landfill, Donna's had to take over because it wants to go past the entrance.
That's right.
And go in the exit side. You can only go in any of those convenience centers one way or the other. Today, it looked like it was going to miss it, but it swung in at the last minute into the entrance. But then Don had to, like, you can't just let it park itself. You got to park in specific, you know, places. So anyway, Don took over to get out where he wanted to get out.
Right. It was a parking intervention. In other words, I don't know how the car would know how to park at a container site. I don't know that I would have known. I just parked. There was nobody there but just one other car, and I parked far enough away from that other car that a third car had come in and wouldn't have been blocked by where they parked and where I parked. So that was sort of how I did it, and I was basically parked right in front of the container where I threw the household trash.
Yeah, I just said new trip. This one I'm going to delete. I don't need two of them. And then this is the one I meant to do, and I'm going to edit it. And I'm going to just say day 1. Does that sound good, Donnie?
Yeah, sounds good.
And I guess I could do another one. I'm going to say the whole trip.
Right.
So I'm going to do that and go back now. And I'm just going to add a trip. And this is going to be... well, let's just do one direction. Let's just do 2 Colorado, and I can always decide to continue or not. So I guess I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to say entire trip this time. Hopefully I've got this right. Anyway, you can add trips now, and it's fun. It would have been nice if I'd remembered at the house, but hey, we're just a few miles away from the house. We're still in, you know, our country, and there's a nice looking Model X Chrome Vintage Ruby.
Yeah.
I waved at them as I filmed them. They think I'm nuts, I'm sure. But anyway, I got day 1, and then all the way to Colorado, and then all the way back home. And tomorrow, before we take off, I'll try to remember to start a day 2. Or I'll do like today, and I'll start it a few minutes after we're on the road. Well, we're going around the south side of Greensboro now, and I feel like I've caught my breath. I've been in the air conditioner. I've cooled down good. We had lunch. We didn't have time to eat anything at the house this morning. We had a cut up New York strip steak that we shared, and some cheese, and a coffee yogurt thing. I turned Dawn onto one of my coffee yogurts. I needed to use it up, so we're not home. Anyway, so far so good. It's 90 out there. Yep, he came over and Case moved a bit. So we realized that we were going to go through Mount Airy, and it dawned on us then that must mean we're going to go past Pilot Mountain, which we are. So we've decided to drive up Pilot Mountain to the observation thing and take a picture and say we were here. This will be our second time, and then head on. We ought to use up some range going up the mountain, and this is the place that coming down the mountain we had the highest amount of regen ever in Ruby. It was at almost 1,000. Help me out, Donnie. It was a lot. It was like, instead of, you know, you're using 380 watt hours per mile normally, and going up you use a ton more, but coming down you get it all back.
Yeah, I think it was a negative watt hours per mile.
Right, that's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. Yes. Yeah, this is a legitimate mountain along the East Coast, out in the middle of nowhere.
It's just a big granite thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We had a good time the time we went up it, which was the last time we went to Mount Airy.
Yeah.
You can't go to Mount Airy from Raleigh and not drive past Pilot Mountain and/or want to stop at Pilot Mountain. So, yeah. So Don asked me how we doing with our glove box squeak, and I said, you know what, I haven't heard it the entire trip. And he did put a couple of little foam blocks, and that seems to have taken care of it. So
yeah.
You put them up top?
Yeah, I stuck them on the, not on the box.
Not on the box, but on the opening.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So we're entering, we took the exit for Pilot Mountain. As best as I can tell, Case has us navigated to the upper parking lot, which is where we want to go. And should be kind of cool. We took some pictures of it on approach. It's easy to spot. So it says the park entrance is in 2 miles.
Right.
And anyway, we were on part of the new U.S. Interstate 74,
Right.
which is a little confusing for people from North Carolina because there's a Highway 74, U.S. highway, which runs through Monroe and Rockingham and over to Gastonia, and you know, near where Mr. Maple is. We're on 74 over there, but that's not the interstate. So that is just a little odd to us. But Pilot Mountain State Park. It did tell us to drive slow, but have we seen a speed limit sign?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Well, Case maybe should go to chill. Case thinks the speed limit's 55, and it's obviously not 55.
But that makes it fun going around these curves.
Well, we've already had 2 other cars come over the line at us, so let's not do that to other people. So the overlook is 2 miles. It's 2 miles up the mountain.
Yeah.
The summit closes at 8:45 p.m. currently.
She slows. Somebody was complaining that FSD didn't slow for speed bumps, but there's 2 of them, and it slowed for both of them.
Well, I'm going to say that thankfully I don't go over enough speed bumps that I've noticed much one way or the other, but I've certainly in the past have seen it ignore them and handle them. All right, well, the sunlight through the trees is making the video pretty crappy. But you can definitely see that we're going up now.
Yeah.
There's road down there. I'm sure there's a sign at the top that will tell us what the elevation is. The thing about it is it's not that high, but it's high for the eastern side of the Appalachian Mountains.
Right. It's just,
And it's out in the middle of nowhere, so it looks really high.
Yeah.
Okay, Dawn and I were already talking about the video today in China with FSD going up the side of that mountain, that one-way road or whatever. This is as close as I want to get to that.
Yeah, but because we saw what a great job it did in China, this is nothing. This is a super highway compared to that road that FSD did in China.
It's a little nerve-wracking though.
Yeah, we're going a little faster.
Well, it'll be interesting to see coming back down the mountain how,
Yeah.
I'm sure Adam would have words of wisdom here for us since he lives, you know, just east of the mountains there, west of Denver. But yeah, I don't know about the regen braking. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, it was great in Ruby.
Okay, well, it thinks it's 25 mile an hour. Yeah, to be clear, the last time we were up this mountain, we were in Ruby, and it was a lot of fun. But we were not using enhanced autopilot that day.
I
think you drove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what year that was. It's obviously since
Pre-COVID.
It wasn't pre-COVID. I was going to say my best guess is it's been more than 5 years. I could just go ask Google Photos, search on Mount Airy, and when we're at the top and I'm not paying attention to not going off the side of the mountain, I'll look. Let it tell us when we've got cell signal again, when that was that we were in Mount Airy.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can see the rear wheels. These curves are so tight. I'll see if the rear wheel steering is kicking in.
So I guess just for the heck of it, we just put a speed bump in the middle of nowhere. Or maybe there's not enough curve here to slow people down, so they didn't want you to pick up speed.
Yes, I think that's
or slow up before you hit the curve down there in the other direction, so you don't go into the side of the.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do think that's the reason. They wanted you to slow up.
There was a state historical marker on the road down there, and it said something about the Indians used this as a marker when they were migrating, that you could see it so far off in the distance. It was something you would use to tell where you were going.
Well, it's important that the FSD is doing this. We're going to let it park. I don't know what it's going to do.
It has park.
It has park?
Yep.
Okay. Because we don't want an intervention. So wherever it wants to park, I'm going to let it park.
Right. We're into the game now of
how far can we go?
Well, Don's streak is 120 miles. Oh!
Now, I'm not going to do anything unsafe to keep my streak going.
Right.
But I'll let it do something that wouldn't be convenient in a normal situation, like park on the wrong side of the parking area.
Park too close to somebody.
Park too close, yeah. So I'm not going to intervene just for convenience sake. I will intervene, or preferences. I will intervene for anything I think is risky.
Well, at least when I'm in the Cybertruck with Adam up in the mountains, I'll be in the back seat. So I won't be able to see all the little edges. That's good.
Well, I think Case did wonderful.
I do too. I really can't complain at all. Yeah, I'm sure, let's be clear, I'm sure I was equally as uncomfortable when you were driving on the mountain.
Probably more so, because I really like these twisties. I tell you, if you have a Tesla and you go around these twisties, it's really nice.
We were watching Kyle's video where they were at Fontana Dam. We were up there one time with Kyle. That was sort of some good memories. And that stupid, pathetic excuse for a solar charger they were reviewing, having fun with, poking fun at, something like that.
Now, does Case know about facing? Because you can't really back into these parking places.
I don't know.
These are pull-ins.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to find out.
But I do know that Case going around to the other side is closer to where we would want to take our picture probably, and
right.
is better for parking, so I'm glad he didn't already pull in.
Right. Well, like I said, I'm going to let Case pick the spot. We may end up going around and around.
Well, hopefully not.
I think it's...
Oh, he's missed the parking.
Oh, we'll see what it does.
Yeah, we don't want to go back down the mountain.
If it doesn't go, I'm going to intervene.
I think he's going to turn again.
That's okay.
Yep, let's just see.
This time, maybe it'll find a parking place.
Oh, Case, there's so many available spots. Come on, Case. It really does say park.
Maybe parking lot?
Parking lot. Whoops, parking lot.
Does that?
I don't know. We've tried to...
It says parking lot. Well, we're going to let it go
now
around.
it says parking lot instead of park.
So we're going to let it go. We're going to... I said I'm not going to intervene unless it's risky. Going around and around in the parking lot is stupid, but it isn't risky.
I don't know why he's confused.
That's what I said. It doesn't... I don't think it knows about pull-in parking places.
Well, why? We got pull-in parking places at other places we go.
Oh, I'm not going to let it go a third time, sweetie. So if it does, I'm going to let it go around up to the top. And then when it comes around,
yes, you're going to have to take over.
Yeah.
Well, dang. Dang, dang, dang. It's especially funny for computer programmers.
Yeah.
Get me out of this loop!
We're giving everybody a good laugh. So I would say, Elon, not quite done yet.
Hang on. That's good. I should have taken a little phone video, but that's okay. I'll pull a snippet. Just park us somewhere. Yep, that's as good as anywhere.
Had to intervene.
Because
parking.
Okay, Dawn got it. So it's 0.3 miles from the parking lot up to the overlook. It's not a treacherous distance or path to get to the nice overlook area. I am already missing my hat that has the chin strap though, with the breeze up here. Well, there it is. Pilot Mountain, the mountain we could see coming down US Highway 52, Interstate 74. You can go walking over there if you're really fit. I see some stair step trails. I see some people down below. You can go over there, but most people do the 0.3 mile walk over to this overlook and enjoy it from here. And there we are, 2 times zoomed in. It's pretty close to this overlook, but far enough away to be just right. They've got some history here. Apparently we're in the Yadkin River Valley. It says the Moravians and Winston-Salem in 1753, members of the Moravian Church arrived in the Yadkin Valley to settle a large parcel of land called the Wachovia Tract. Anyone from North Carolina would remember Wachovia Bank and Trust. The first Moravian settlement, Bethabara, was followed by Bethania in 1759 and Salem in 1766. In 1849, the Moravians sold land from the Wachovia Tract for a new county seat, and the town of Winston was founded there in 1851. The towns of Salem and Winston were incorporated together and officially named Winston-Salem in 1913. This is just the lower observation deck, and it just shows you the Yadkin. Where are you? You're here somewhere. It just shows you the Yadkin Valley, which we sort of saw on the way up.
It's amazing how flat it is. I mean, you know, this is a...
Yeah, right. Well, that's...
like bang, then the Piedmont or whatever starts, and it goes on for miles. That's like 50 miles, that horizon.
Well, I remember last time, and we didn't think to do it, but you could actually see Greensboro, Winston-Salem. Yeah, Don pointed out that you can see it. Greensboro, Winston-Salem from here, straight ahead. You guys can't see it, but we've never walked this way, and we don't have time for it today. But like I said, there's a lot of hiking trails up here and a lot of maps that tell you where to go hiking. And well, I'm definitely glad we stopped. We've had our first adventure.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. There's the Cybertruck.
Yeah, we interacted with this nice family out on the cliff, but on the way, the overlook there at Pilot Mountain, but on the way back they saw the Cybertruck in the parking lot, and one of the kids says that's the most non-outdoors thing possible at this outdoorsy place. I wonder why they thought that.
Well, they also said Dad told the kid to run ahead and start the car and turn the air conditioner.
That was going to be the next thing I said. I was like, well, our air conditioner's already running, and when we get in the truck, it's already 72 degrees, but, you know, to each their own. The only other thing I would have said was, you know, this is the first leg of our trip to Colorado in it, and we're out on about the biggest adventure we've had in 10 years, so seems pretty adventuresome to me. I understand Rivian brands themselves as the adventure vehicle, but this is plenty of adventure here. Plenty of adventure capable here. We didn't say anything to them. We just went on our way. If they'd been nearby, I'd offered to let them come over and see it. Well, we're leaving the safety of Raleigh and all the Teslas and going into uncharted territory. I'm sure it won't be the last comment. You know, I've not been flipped off yet.
No, that's good.
I bet we break that on the trip, though.
That's possible.
Yeah, let's see what it's going to do. Is it going to exit the parking lot and know that we're leaving, or is Don going to have to exit for us?
My hypothesis is it doesn't know about pull-in parking. This is a pull-in park only parking lot. You can't back in. And so that's what confused it.
I am giving Don a skeptical look, but I have no better hypothesis, so I'm just going to bite my lip and be quiet.
Yeah. If it would have saw these 2 or 3 parallel parking places up here, it might have detected that and parked there. But it drove by them 3 times. You see these right here?
Yeah, right here in front of the trash can.
Let's see where it's going to do.
Where's it going to do?
It's going down.
All right, well, we're able to exit, so that's good. But your streak is back to 1/10 of a mile. I'm so sorry, Donnie. Well, we gave it 3 times. I mean, that was nothing really more we could do.
We made 3 complete laps, and as we started the 4th lap, we parked. I intervened and took and parked.
So our current watt hours per mile is at about 445. And I just wanted to compare that to when we get down to the So how on Ruby we would have that display up and it would show us, I don't know, I'm trying to remember exactly how we determined that.
Right.
You know,
we got the kilowatt meter.
Well, we can, yeah, and we could go back into TeslaFi though and look at the drive just from the top of the mountain to the bottom. There's nothing I can do about the bottom of the mountain to the top because we were never in park. But anyway, our watt hours per mile should come down quite a bit by the end of the trip. We'll look at the bottom of the mountain. And we don't have to worry about going fast with the little van in front of us.
That's right. He obviously goes up and down every day.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the visitor center maybe or something.
Right. Yeah. I guess what it does in the case of when it gets full up at the top, that's how you can park down at the visitor center and ride the little bus up to the top.
I'm still having this conversation in my head of all the things I wanted to say to the kid.
Oh.
Not bad things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so why would,
yeah, I don't know.
you know.
Well, look,
yeah,
this is not a rock crawler. I got that, but neither is most other $105,000 pickup trucks either.
Right, well, they were, I guess, did you see what they were driving?
No.
I'm guessing since there were 5 of them, it wasn't something super small.
That's right.
And there were 3 of the parents. Then they were really nice family, yeah. And 3 teenage kids.
That's right.
They were not tiny kids. They were teenage kids. Yeah, I mean, if they'd have been tiny kids, they would have been, oh, look, a Cybertruck, a Cybertruck. Can I see the Cybertruck? Yeah, something about little kids and the Cybertruck. I guess it looks like a real life-size Hot Wheels, fancy Hot Wheels car or something.
Yep.
So we were 12% to Princeton, West Virginia supercharger after we made the detour to Pilot Mountain. We'll see what that is when we get to the bottom also. I did look and there's lots of other charging options on our route should Case decide to reroute us due to our trek up the mountain.
Well, it's only probably 8 miles total distance from the interstate up to the top, back to the interstate. It's probably only 4 miles out and back.
Right. Yeah, I would say to go up to the top, walk out to the overlook, take some selfies, and come back down is something under an hour.
Yeah.
45 minutes even. I didn't time what time we got out, but well, I guess it said we had been, Dawn's AirPods got left behind in the car at 19 minutes ago, my phone told me. So I think we were only out of Case for like 20 minutes. But anyway, my point is if you're coming past here and you've never been up, you really should. Unless you just can't afford the time.
I guess if I'd have known we were going to get stuck behind this van, I would have
waited.
Waited or sped up. I kind of dilly-dally trying to get polar steps set.
That's okay. But yeah, if you were wanted to twisty turn FSD or not down the mountain, this was not it.
No.
Not too much.
Well, I wasn't really that. It's just that we probably would go slightly quicker than he's going. Because he's being careful because, you know, he's got us friction brakes, you know, his brakes could overheat. It's probably pretty hard on his brakes, wear maintenance wise. He probably doesn't get a long time out of brake job. Visitor center sign, take a picture or something.
Okay, sure. We're about down. The visitor center is actually a really big building. It looks new. I don't think that was here before, and it has a lot more parking over there. Well, all of these places are trying to do school field trips, and they got to have a little something in order to pull that off. There it is. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. I told Don the sign was on his side. I couldn't really get it. It's okay if we missed it. I could probably pull it down off the internet. Yeah, I'll have to look in Teslafy. We're down to 420 watt hours per mile. But it'd be interesting to look at the leg from the top, you know, from the top of the mountain to the bottom. Although, again, we haven't put ourselves in park, so we're not going to have that accurate. In Ruby, I feel sure we did that. Someone had told us to see it, you needed to do in park. But hey, we're in FSD trying to get a new street going here.
That's right. We're all 4.7 miles into the street.
We can't be stopping to take pictures of park signs or to get markers put into Teslafy.
That's right.
So it says 14% to the Princeton, West Virginia supercharger, and that is the original one we were routed to, so that's good. And Dawn and I both agree we were very glad to use the restroom back there at the state park, and we probably would have had to pull off before the supercharger anyway. So we aren't going into Mount Airy. We don't need to charge. We don't have time for the Andy Griffith Museum. It's kind of late in the day at 4:42. But if we wanted to go to Mount Airy, it's just a few miles to our right, to the east. We're getting sort of close to the Virginia border. Today's Lego project is the Brickheads version of the Statue of Liberty. It is 153 pieces. Lady Liberty, brickhead number 93. Well, there it is, and Dawn now knows what a brickhead is. I said it's, you know, a specific form factor, and there's over 100 of them, and really popular. But yeah, I thought for America's 250th and 4th of July coming up, I was past due on putting this together. There's a bigger one, and I'd actually like to have that one too, but if I see it used sometime, I'll pick it up. So you think it's possible you haven't been in West Virginia before?
If I have been in West Virginia, I've not been in this part of West Virginia. I've been in the east side, closer to the, you know, closer to Washington D.C. or whatever you want to call that, Maryland.
Right.
Yeah, I forget exactly, but yeah, this is.
Right, well, if you were going to Washington, D.C., you would have had no reason to come into West Virginia.
Yeah, I just somehow, you know, it's something making me think I have been, because I remember seeing Charleston, West Virginia, and I went through Charleston for some reason. It's possible Wally and I came this way when we were going to the Indy 500.
Okay. That's probably it. Okay, so you're going to back off and say that you have been in West Virginia before. I've been camping in West Virginia mountains a long time ago, like pre-kids.
Sure.
Yeah, pre-kids, but an adult. So yeah, and there was waterfalls, and it was really pretty.
Right.
But it's been a long time, and I can't tell you what state park we camped at or what waterfall it was or any of the, you know, that wasn't stuff in my early 20s that I really paid attention to.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
There might be a picture somewhere. I mean, there are pictures of that camping trip, but there might be a picture somewhere that describes it. Who knows?
Yeah, I didn't go to the Indy 500, went to the Brickyard 400, been to the Brickyard race twice. That's when we came through here. One of those times we came through here.
Now, why did you guys not go to the 500?
We're more closer to NASCAR fans than the.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think I've seen 8.
Oh, check out this train bridge.
Really?
I'm liking this. I love trains.
12-mile road. Must be 12 miles long.
Huh. Nice. I mean, I'm assuming that's for trains.
I would think so.
Yeah. Yes, definitely not for cars. It's very narrow up there.
Yep.
Big Walker Mountain Tunnel. This just kind of came up on us. Pretty cool. I'm used to like heading up to DC or up into New Jersey and going through the Baltimore, you know, the several tunnels in that direction, I guess. Big Walker Mountain. Well, I've been, I guess we're still in Virginia. Yeah,
we're still in Virginia.
We're in Bland, Virginia on I-77. You gotta love the big screen in the truck. So obviously I've been to Virginia before, but I don't know if I've been on I-77 here or not. I don't know. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, here's our second tunnel, not quite as long as the first, and I missed the name, although I got a picture. We're at 57 miles of range. We're 10 minutes and 8.9 miles from the supercharger. And we're fixing to come into West Virginia. All right.
Wow.
Nice. We're stopping in Princeton, West Virginia. And yeah, so we're about 10 minutes from the supercharger. That tunnel back there had a name above it, what mountain it was or whatever, but it was, and we got a picture, but it was really faded. This is exit 9. This is where the Welcome Center is.
Yeah, I would say this is the first exit in
West Virginia.
West Virginia, that's right.
Yep. And the supercharger is here. It looks like it's in a Lowe's Home Improvement shopping center.
Oh, cool.
Not sure what all else is there, but I can see Lowe's on the map.
Right.
It's a left turn, cross the interstate, turn right into the shopping center area. Right. And you can see here, this is, I guess, the Lowe's.
Yeah.
And that's where the supercharger is. The supercharger is at there's a Starbucks in there, a Marathon gas station, a Little General. I don't know what that is. That must be a convenience store.
Yeah, must be.
This is First Community Bank. And yeah, this is the actual Lowe's. Can we go and look at plants?
Sure, why not?
Just kidding. So we'll see if we park properly over here and keep Dawn's 104.5 mile streak going.
Yeah.
So these guys trying to do these cross-country trips, if they mess up somewhere and they're pretty close to their destination point, do they go home and start all over again just to try to fix it?
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, this supercharger is not what I would call it a fancy place. I mean, I don't need fancy, don't misunderstand, but
I think it's fine. It looks okay.
Yeah.
Place to go pee.
Yeah, there's an Arby's and Little General is definitely a convenience. I don't see any non-Teslas, and yeah, it's safe to say we're the only Cybertruck.
Yeah, I think people, they noticed.
Hey, I tried to sell a Cybertruck. The gentleman back there with the 3 wants one, and his wife loves driving the Tesla, so it would be perfect for them to give her the 3 and go buy a Cybertruck. I demoed all the cool features.
My girl's always selling.
Don was doing polar steps for everybody, tracking us on polar steps. I'll
having a little trouble.
Well, we're in the mountains, and his phone was, well, you know, your phone has been losing its GPS all the time, even when it has cell signal.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened to you.
Yeah, I agree. It's acting like the GPS is not working.
Anyway, I helped him. His, phone fixer helped him.
Right. Well, the car has said we're ready to go.
But we are probably stopping before our next supercharger stop for the night. We don't know if the hotel will have charging or not.
So any extra charging we do here,
it's fine. We're back on the road. It's about 90 minutes to Charleston, West Virginia. We're probably going to stay there. I'm going to go looking on hotels.com to see what I can find. What were you going to say?
well, it's got to stop in. I didn't know why we were stopping.
Well, they told us we had enough to go on our trip, so we left. Hang on a second. I'm having a little difficulties with the camera. Let me go back to the big screen. It's changed our next supercharger stop.
I wonder why.
I don't know why. It was Huntington, which was all the way over here. But apparently we didn't charge as long there as we could have, I guess. But this is basically in Charleston. Well, we're going to see if we can find a hotel with charging, I guess. But you never know if you're going to actually get to charge once you get there or not.
Right. Well, Exactly. I guess I'm a little surprised because I thought we were the fastest route, and we followed its recommendation, and
yeah, it said you have enough charge to continue your trip, and then when we got back in the car, it had changed us to this other supercharger.
right. I don't know. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Well, remember, I guess now it changes based on how full they are. You know, there's some other things it puts in there besides. I don't know. That was just unexpected, though.
Right. Well, one positive thing, so this is probably going to be before we get to Charleston, because we certainly aren't going to stop on this side of Charleston.
Right.
So we can pick, charge there.
Yeah.
And we're using time today. So tomorrow, if we can't charge at the hotel, we're not going to get to 100% or 90% or anything like. We're going to charge at 58% or something. So if we could charge at the hotel tonight, that'll be fine. We'll be able to charge at the hotel. But if we don't charge at the hotel tonight, we won't have to stop first thing tomorrow and charge.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
We're gonna use the hotels.com app. I've used it before.
Yeah, Don said I have to do it.
That's right.
He wants me to pick or something.
Well,
I don't know. I thought he was going to do it.
Well, I don't know. It'd be interesting if other people have, Trivago or whatever. I'm not but I think it was Kyle who turned me on to hotels.com.
Yeah, when you went out to Texas.
Right, and I have used it. I used it when I went to Missouri for Jack and something.
Maybe down to Kennedy Space Center,
Yeah,
but that was you just drove. I don't know if you stayed
I've
at
used it a couple times.
Yeah.
In fact, it remembers me. I have the app and everything on my phone. It remembered me, so we could look up and see how many times I've used it. But for Johnny or something like that, I think.
Yeah, maybe when you went to just over the North Carolina border into Tennessee. I forget what the name of that place was, but
right. Well,
the robotics competition. You
right.
may have used it a few times.
Yeah.
So you went to Gastonia with him and had a hotel, and you went to Tennessee with him and had a hotel.
Yeah, and the only way I've booked a hotel in the last since Kyle told me about his new hotels.com.
Sure.
So I don't know if it's the best. I don't know anything. It just seems to work pretty well. It's easy enough to use, and I have a few points now.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll go look. I'll go at least start looking.
Easy pass.
Yeah, easy pass is all lanes. Okay, that's nice. So it's actually not all lanes.
Pass or easy pass.
Okay. Donnie, it's been an eternity since I've been through a toll booth. You ready to take over if you have to? Do you have to stop?
We got easy pass. Yeah.
Okay.
It
There was a real person there. It read it.
It read it.
Okay,
It
so
stopped
he knew that we were good to go.
Right. So it didn't pick the easy pass lanes.
Right.
I guess I could have helped steer it
By putting the turn signal on, maybe.
Yeah. I didn't know. That's my first experience of a real toll booth. I haven't been through a real toll booth in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't.
Well, back when I went to a real toll booth, that you had to throw coins in them.
I remember throwing coins.
Yeah.
I'm not that much younger than you.
Yeah. So
Dad used to throw coins on the Jersey Turnpike. Yeah.
And so you have to understand, since we don't have toll booths in North Carolina, or I haven't.
Our local turnpike has no toll booths. It just reads plates.
That's right. And get out in Houston, which is the other place I go through tolls. I've gone through tolls. It's the same thing. It's just that and it sends you a ticket in the mail. There's no booths.
Right. Well, I had heard that it was working for tolls, so I guess it worked.
We specifically asked Grok, and Grok said, not a problem. Easy Pass works all the way.
Right. Well, to be clear, we were not concerned about anywhere on the East Coast, because on the North Carolina Turnpike, it says about 8 different toll road things it works with all the way down to Florida, and I'm sure all the way up into, you know, up the East Coast, but we didn't know heading toward Colorado if we were covered or not. So that's why we were asking. But
That's right.
okay, well anyway, that's handled. That was neat. We are in the easy pass lane this time. Speed limit 5 miles an hour. So it must be waiting for the green light. Easy green light, and then it picked back up. It knew. It knew.
It knows how to go through toll plazas.
Well, I've seen this on X. Maybe you haven't.
I haven't.
But I've not experienced it, obviously. And
yeah.
well, first off, I haven't been in a toll in a long time, so I just didn't. Yeah. Anyway, way cool. All right. Well, I don't know that that's going to get old on this trip. I think I'm going to need to see it a few more times.
Well, I hope that's the last toll we have to pay. It'll be okay with me because it's $4.50, baby. And that other was that's $9.
Yeah, apparently this stretch of West Virginia is going to cost us about $11.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, something like that. I know you already knew because Google and Grok told you.
I think Grok said tolls are $13.40, but I don't know if that was the discounted with the Easy Pass
or just in period. So we're still stopping at the Marmet, West Virginia supercharger. None of the hotels that we looked at had EV charging. We asked Grok to confirm it, and we couldn't really find one. I'm not saying there's not one, but at the place, like we were looking at Holiday Inn Express and Hampton Inn and a few other places, and they did not have charging. So charging tonight, like Don said, and then just taking off in the morning is good. And then we'll have a short drive after Marmet to the other side of Charleston for the hotel. Okay.
Right, after we supercharge, it's not too far to the hotel.
Yeah, it has a buffet breakfast that looks like it has hot food because we don't want cereal and pastries. We want sausage and...
Well, actually, we would love to have nice pastries and donuts.
Well, you know what? If we were... The rule of thumb is if we're going to be doing 15,000 or 20,000 steps in Washington, D.C., we can eat whatever we want to for breakfast. But since we're going to be sitting in the car all day tomorrow, we're not having pastries for breakfast.
That's right.
Now, if we go past some great roadside ice cream stand, no promises about not stopping for ice cream. But beyond that would be pretty much my only temptation. So anyway, they should have bacon or sausages and some sort of scrambled egg probably. So
yeah, I have been known to eat 10 sausage patties.
Sure. So anyway, and they have a pool that's open till 11, and we might go down to the pool and might. Yeah, we're probably gonna go hop in the pool. And so anyway, we should be it's 7:10. We'll probably be getting settled in the hotel shortly after 8, something like that. 8:30 at the latest. We are definitely in a little bit of mountains now. Twisty curves, steep grades, truck ramps.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Pennsylvania. I spent more time driving in the mountains of Pennsylvania than I have West Virginia.
I think it's the same mountains.
I know, but it's not the same state. Smart, you know what. Thanks.
You're welcome. Just trying to be helpful.
Another toll, another $4.50.
So this is $13.50. This is what the toll was.
See how the stoplight is like yellow on the left, and then it went to green, and the Cybertruck obviously slowed. Although I almost feel like it's just expecting it to turn green properly.
That's right.
I don't know what happens if you get in the quick pass lane, but you don't actually have quick pass, and it stays red or yellow or whatever. But anyway.
Yeah. All right, let's go. 60. Hit it.
Safe is good. Safe is good. So Marmet sits on the Kanawha. I think that's the right pronunciation, river. And like the supercharger basically looks out over the water best as we can tell. So interesting.
Yeah,
it's at this Exxon.
Well, it knew it had to come in here.
Oh, and Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this, going around
around the back. Can we get around the back?
I
Looks
think
like
so.
we can. As long as we don't embarrass ourselves and pull up to one of the pumps.
Yeah.
That would be.
There they are.
There they are. A little funny though. There's a Rivian. And an Ioniq 5.
Of course, it's going to park in.
Oh, it is. Oh, no. Well, you can't get in there. There's not enough room. The Ioniq 5 is over the line. So, taken over to park. Well, you just can't get any traction on your... Well, I tell you what, if you're going to do one of these, you know, cross-country proof of concept for no stopping, you definitely need to be in a Model 3 or a Model S or, you know, probably Model 3. It's small. It can handle all kinds of weird, I don't know, I mean, what would tell it to go past the 3 stalls? Did we not teach it every other stall, even though you don't have to do that
anymore?
It's just courtesy. It's courtesy if available, just to give people on, you know, trips access to their vehicle from both sides and stuff. Seriously, the water's like just over there, but we can't see it. It really, see?
I mean,
it's like
feet from here.
Well, I want to see the water. I want to see it. What?
You can't charge from this. It's like the thing's on the wrong side.
Well, that's weird. The handicap stall is on the other. We're not in the handicap stall.
We're not in the. We're perfect. We're parked perfectly.
But you can't plug in, huh?
Right. Well, I guess if you want. Well, let me just say this. I felt like I was pretty close, and it's backing up really close.
Oh.
I don't know how I can get any closer than that.
I understand. You might be able to reach down.
Might, and the optimum word is might, because I think I was a foot short.
That's odd. I did not look to see what this charger was. This is 41 cents a kilowatt hour. It's a 250 max. So it's pretty, it's not super speed here. How about this next one? It has us going to in Kentucky. It's Huntington, West Virginia. It is 150. Well, we definitely don't want that. And then, is this the Frankfurt one? Hang on a second. What do you need to do?
I need to move the...
Oh, you got to move the car. Okay. Frankfurt's 325. So that's the next one it has for us is Frankfurt. Now, it's removed Huntington, and that's good. Oh, because I don't have my... It's because we don't have our seatbelts on, sweetie. It won't.
No, I'm not trying to nap. I'm just trying to make the thing pop up this.
Pin screen wasn't popping up. Don needed to put the pin in. Even pulling back farther wasn't good enough. He's going to hug the line on my side in the hopes that that gets us okay back to the spot.
Yeah, I don't... when I get out and start charging, I'll think about what I did wrong or how I messed this up. Sweet, we will find out.
I don't think you messed anything up, Donnie. I think they painted the lines bad, or I don't know. The cables are extra short at this charger. They look like the normal charger. In a minute, we'd be turning sideways unless somebody comes in and need. Okay, so there it comes up. But we really had to move over. You can see here where we are on the line and how much space is between Don. Maybe because it was next to the handicap stall, it had a little something to do. But Anyway, okay, well, I see how you hugged the line. Good job. That wasn't, obviously, that wasn't your fault. You're way far right now to get it to reach. Then that's nothing you did or didn't do. I'm just telling you that it's removed the Huntington, West Virginia stop and says we can go to Frankfort, Kentucky, which is good because that's a 325 charger, and the Huntington one is like 150 or something.
Right, we don't want the, we want the
325s if available. Yep, yep. Don told me if I got out and came over here, I could actually see the river. Well, I knew it was right here. The map showed it. Sure would be a lot prettier if a couple of these trees came down. And yes, your tree hugger girl said that. I'm watching for ants, but you know what? I bet in West Virginia with their winter up here, I bet they don't have fire ants here. You never know though. So it's all, I'm walking the balance beam here, cement and balance beam. A lot of industry. I wonder what it is. Whatever, maybe that's the power plant because there were some high tension wires coming into town. Andy, is that a hydroelectric dam or something over there? It's I think it's a power plant. It's got to be. It's got a. I was going to call it a switching yard. What do you call it? That's trains. But it's got all kinds of stuff over there. I'll go look it up. I'm sure. I feel sure it's power. Oh my goodness! It's been so long since I seen milkweed just growing anywhere on its own that somebody didn't plant. We used to have it all the time in New Jersey. There's milkweed. That's awesome. Don pointed out the coal barge.
Yeah, baby, we're
it is West Virginia after all.
Yeah, we coal countries run the supercharged. It goes from over there to over here.
Well, we need 325 then because we're not making full use of that power plant. Vivian left, but the Model S Plaid came in, so that works for me. If you'll notice, this is a local West Virginia Model S Plaid, and look how far right he is in the supercharger stall. Probably because he charges here before and knows that you can't be left or centered. Okay, because that's not really giving him a lot of room on that charging cable either. And of course the Ioniq 5's doing whatever the Ioniq 5 needs to do down there on the end. But
actually it's parked better closer to the stall than we are.
Yeah, I don't know. He's left in the stall and we're all right in the stall, and that's because somebody was drunk when they painted the lines over here.
Yeah. And
it's not like it's a new supercharger. Can't be too new. That's what I like to see. And it's even got a long arm. I guess because it's a truck stop?
Truck stop. Well, hey, this is a Cybertruck.
It is.
It's okay if I'm using a truck.
Don or I, either one, meant to wash the windshield and the front of the truck down at least before we left, and neither one of us remembered. Oh well.
I forgot the microfiber and all the stuff that we could do it manually.
Yeah, it's okay. It was going to be dirty by the time we got to Colorado anyway. No sense leaving with it perfectly. But I do appreciate the windshield being clean, and so do our viewers. We don't want to be Kyle running around for,
thousands and thousands of
miles with that, I guess it was a camera mount circle. Yeah, been there. Suction cup. So they don't burn any coal over there. It's a hydroelectric plant.
Yeah.
And our friend Andy said years ago he built some of the rakes that are on this river that keep trees and branches and stuff from out of the hydroelectric dams.
Out of the penstock.
Yeah, and they're still operational today. Yeah. I pinged him, sent him a picture of the power plant. This is what if we see power plants, we talk power with Andy. We love talking to Andy. And anyway. But there's coal over there on the barge. I'll let you think about that. But they're not burning coal over there.
Yeah, well, we know the reason that we see the coal over there, or at least we have a hypothesis, and I think it's a valid hypothesis. So
yep.
We'll just keep that to ourselves.
Well, we've eaten all the food I brought with us, or we'll have here in the next minute.
We got sardines, don't we?
If you eat those near me, you are in so much trouble. He packed this box of sardines, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I packed a case of sardines.
I know, and I was like, what are you doing? I don't eat those. And I expect real food on the road, and you are not allowed to have them unless I've got real food. So I don't know what you were thinking. He goes, well, how about if I just bring one can? And I just threw the whole thing back there so he wouldn't pout.
Right.
But yeah, you won't be kissing on me, sitting near me, or anything while you're eating that.
Not gonna give me no sugar.
I just don't. Well, when you don't smell like sardines, you can have all you want, but I don't like them. The smell is. I bought some fancy ones from Whole Foods, and I forced myself for the first time ever a couple of months ago to put a piece in my mouth because they're really healthy for you. Don's gonna live to be 93, but you know, I just don't really want any part of it, so I just can't help it. Funny how all the locals that come into the Charger know they have to park to the right. Yeah. Oh, he's got different.
There's a guy I don't know.
Got different wheels. Wonder if they're T-Sport line or something. Well, it's a busy enough little supercharger. There's a Cadillac charging now, not the Lyric, but whatever that other one is.
Yeah, the big one.
Well, what I want to know is, but there's a Sheetz right there.
Yeah.
The Exxon wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
The stall was so small, though, that I banged my forehead on the metal knob to hold your purse. I turned around and it hit me in the forehead. Oops. Well, I was too late, but you can see right there's the actual dam where the lock where the water runs through is right there.
That's the lock, I think, right there.
I don't have any nice walking or anything over there. You know, you would think for a riverfront you could kind of build that up a little bit, but anyway. So we got 20 minutes to the supercharger. We got 302 miles. I think we charged up to 94%.
Yeah.
We just finished eating, and then the car got to where we had drug it up to. I wasn't surgical about it. I just moved it a ways further, and you know, we should have plenty to get into Frankfort, Kentucky in the morning. So
we won't have to charge tomorrow morning when we first get in the car. We won't stop until we get to Frank. Oh, look at the bridge.
Oh, wow. Yep. That's pretty cool. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's cool.
Well, it might tell you here.
Oh, we're going to go over it?
I think so. Maybe we'll find out.
Oh, wow. We're going to go over it.
Yeah.
Way cool. I'm shooting video. Don's taking a picture.
Yeah, blue and yellow.
Huh. I feel like I'm on Thunder Road at Carowinds. Thunder Road was the old wooden roller coaster, and it's actually gone now. That's pretty cool.
Interesting. They're similar, but not the same.
You're right. That's odd.
I would say the one over there is the new bridge.
Huh.
I would say this is the old bridge, but I can be wrong.
Oh, you think it used to be 2 lanes, one bridge, and they just added a second bridge so you could get 4 lanes, huh?
Right. I think that's what I'm saying.
Huh. Interesting. So we've only asked Grok about 10 questions today. Don keeps asking me questions, and then I just ask Grok for us. Yeah. And he's like, oh yeah. So the average elevation here is about 800 feet above sea level, and they get about 34 inches of snow a year here on average in Charleston, West Virginia.
And 1,600 and change is the highest elevation in Charleston.
Okay. So double the flat areas, basically. So there are, you know, some mountainous sort of areas. So that's the Capitol building there in front of us. I was looking. Go ahead.
And that's why I remember I've been here before, because I remember seeing the Gold Dome.
The Gold Dome? Okay.
What I'm trying to say is there's something, I said, you know, I remember seeing the Gold Dome.
Are you taking a picture of the Gold Dome?
No, I did not take a picture of the Gold Dome.
It's not too late. Please make it so.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to get zoomed in so everybody can kind of see it as we come around the corner here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I remember.
Huh. Well, I'll probably pop up Don's picture because my video sucks. But anyway, it's over there.
Yeah.
Something on the billboard up there, the digital billboard. Anyway, I was going to say this actually reminds me of Trenton, of home, of New Jersey, and going back and forth across the Delaware all the time and living along the Delaware River there. We've seen so many, like 10 cool bridges in the last 10 miles. And we keep on crossing the river and either on the bridges or seeing the bridges, and it's just pretty neat. But
we're still, I believe, on the east side of the river. We got to get on the west side, so we're gonna have to cross it one more time at least.
Okay. Well, we're almost. Gas is 408. Wow. Diesel's 455 here. We are almost at the hotel, and what I wanted to say is we have not had one intervention today that had anything to do with driving.
That's right.
And we had parking interventions.
Yes.
And we had a Don's and Marianne's profile intervention.
Yeah, because I was on. Yeah, that's right.
We technically didn't move the wheels during that intervention, but it was still an intervention. Although I'd like to tell you, if you're looking at percentages, I don't think that would have counted against you.
Right.
But if you're being honest about no interventions or not, then you would have had to have fessed up. But if you're put the car in park in FSD to change profiles, it throws you out of FSD.
That's right.
Yeah. We're in the hotel. Don's going to check out the pool and get ice. My poor printer, it's powered down until I get home. My 3D printer. I'm going to start uploading video, try and get stuff where I can edit tomorrow in the car.